I just find I'm flabbergasted by the idea that you're mad at us for allowing you to say that we should review this album.
Yeah, you should have disagreed with me. You should have said no.
But what's going on, world? This is the Rhymes Like Dimes podcast coming to you with your boys Peter,
Yo,
Mohammed,
Yep.
myself, Yemi. We're here to review Future's new album, I Never Liked You. But before I get into that, this will be one of many exclusive YouTube reviews that we're going to start doing for albums. So if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Hit the bell whenever you're notified, and you'll be notified whenever we have a new review out or we just have a new video out. And yeah, man, join the family. It's a treat. But now we're going to get to Future's album, I've Never Liked You. His 9th studio album. Didn't even realize how many albums he's done. It's his first since 2020, and it is a 50-minute opus. Features people like Kanye West, Gunna, Young Thug, Drake, Thames, ESTG, and Kodak Black. I can't wait for this one, really, because the old head amongst us, Peter, wanted to review this. So it's going to be super interesting to see what him and Mo generally think. But
Why did I catch a stray?
I don't know. It's not really a stray, but we move. But yeah, let's get into it. Boys, what do we think?
so the album title is called I Never Liked You.
Oh,
That's exactly how I feel.
Start me for that one.
I've never liked Future, ever.
Oh, wait, you took
And
it
I'm
there.
even annoyed with you two
Huh?
for the fact that you lot agreed to do this.
Excuse me?
This
I
was
didn't
your
think-
idea.
I didn't think that you lot would agree to do this. And I didn't think I'd have to do this. So the fact that I actually took my time to listen to this album, I'm annoyed.
Why?
Because precious time was wasted on this bullshit.
You told us to do
Future's,
this.
bro, I didn't enjoy the album, man.
At
I
all.
enjoyed nothing about the album. I didn't like the song tracks. I didn't like the title tracks. I didn't like the amount of songs that was in the album.
You didn't even like the Thames
I
song?
didn't like the album cover. Tell a lie. I like that tune. Big up my babes, Thames. Musically, bro, it's just not for me, man. Future's just not for me. I'm not an appreciator of his talent, of his art. I never will be. This album just emphasized that. My only exposure to Future has been like, on a night out and that, and hearing songs here and there and that from, Tony Montana days. And I was just
From what?
Tony Montana.
Oh, okay. I just closed.
And I was just never gripped.
Even that was
Do you know
shit.
what I mean? And clearly there's been a reason for that. So listening to this album, I mean, I'm happy that, I kind of finally got to sit with a Future album, but, it would be the last time I ever do that.
Was this your first Future album?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And it would be the last one as well. Yeah, it just wasn't for me. Musically, it just did not tickle my fancy whatsoever, man. Like, it sounded extremely redundant, extremely repetitive. The trap sound in itself just is very redundant to me. I just don't think it's very artistic. It's not musical in any particular way, and it's just not something that I would like to listen to in my free time, to be honest with you. And a club and a night out, cool. You know what I mean? I can vibe to that. But in headphones on my own personal time, nah, I'm good on that, man. So yeah, God bless Future. But this album was not for me. You're not for me. And I wish you all the best.
Oh wow, he's already gone to. If you're watching this, before we even got our shit off, I just find I'm flabbergasted by the idea that you're mad at us for allowing you to say that we should review this album.
Yeah, you should have disagreed with me. You should have said no.
But you, historically, have said you want to try stuff like this. You know what I mean? You want to expand your horizon.
Yeah, but you lot knew I wasn't gonna like this.
Well, it's your fault.
I mean, I didn't listen to it before.
I have zero sympathy for you. But I want to say how I feel.
But even if you two love the album, I'm probably not going to.
Yeah, but we also know that you want to expand your horizon.
Yeah, not to this point.
I mean,
We all expanded. None of us really listened to Future like that. No,
I listened to his. I think I listened to The Wizard. I dropped in like 2019.
I didn't even know he had an album called The Wizard. I'll be
I
completely
think it was something like that, and I didn't enjoy that too tough. But when I heard that he wanted to do a Future album, I was like, oh, okay,
Why not?
Let's see how it goes.
How'd you feel?
Ooh. So, the first time I listened to it was through speakers, and after listening to it and getting through it, I thought to myself, this is the worst album I've heard all year. It is terrible. There's no redeeming quality to it. Like Peter said, very, very, very redundant. A lot of the songs are very throwaway. No replayability to anything. And generally just a piece of cack and a waste of time. And then I listened to it through my headphones on the way here, and I thought to myself, I was maybe a little harsh, slightly, but it's still one of the worst things I've heard all year. I feel like the first 6 tracks, especially the tune with Ye, I can get jiggy with that. Like, trap music generally doesn't really push the boat out conceptually, unless you're talking about like a Travis Scott Astro World, which is probably the benchmark for me anyway. And I know that trap music is there to be enjoyed and it's not there to be taken seriously too tough. But when it sounds as if the artists themselves could not give a fuck, I shouldn't give a fuck either. I shouldn't have to give a fuck. And that's what I felt like this album sounded like. It just sounded like a bunch of songs put together because Future has a rabid fan base that he has to cater to. And it just didn't go off for me. The first 6 tracks, after listening to it in my earphones, there's stuff that if I'm in a party and in a rave, if it's on a playlist, I'll definitely turn up to. And Future's good for that. But generally, I just don't understand the appeal of Future. I don't understand why people love him. I mean, I get that he's a meme for his toxicity and all that, and he's a cultural icon like that. But musically, I've never understood it. I've never enjoyed it. Thames did not save that song. I'm sorry. That song was horrible. Drake sounded extra moany on that tune. Thames couldn't save it. I'm not saying that Thames wasn't great, but she couldn't.
No, I like the song.
But she didn't save it.
I like the song.
Nah, man.
I like the song.
Nah, man. I did not like it at all. And then from that song to the very end, it was all dead. It was all rubbish. Like, I'm on one with Drake. Yo, I don't know what Future does to Drake, but he unlocks another level of just utter trash when it comes to.
Do you not like them when them two link up?
These 2 songs, no.
Okay, cool.
These 2 songs, no. Because, again, on the one with Thames, I forget what the track's name is. I think it's called Wait For You. He just sounded extra moany, extra bitchy and all that crap.
Yeah,
It must have been the Kane Rolls, I don't know. But generally, nah. And then I'm on one, which is utter rubbish. I appreciated what Kodak Black did on the tune that he was on, because he sang with passion. The only person that really did, other than Thames, on this project. And I can appreciate what he did on what Future did on Love You Better, because he's kind of showing more vulnerability and stuff. But I still didn't like the song. Like, I can appreciate what you're trying to do with a song, but I don't. The execution was poor. The execution is so poor. So generally, this is an album that I won't go back to. It's something I did not enjoy. Even if I felt like there was no redeeming quality to it the first time I listened to it, and it kind of redeemed itself the second time, it still amounts up to not very good. I'll give it below average at very, very best. And yeah, man, Future ain't for me, and that's okay. Like, hip hop is a wide spectrum. Future's got his fan base. He's gonna cater to that fan base. He's never gonna push the boat out because he doesn't need to. He did have some ridiculous bars like call me Michael Phelps, I'm swimming in your bitch face and stuff like that. And the tune with Gunna and Young Thug, which is essentially like a tricking anthem. I'll bust a bitch down for a nut. So, call that what you will. But generally, nah, man. I'm good on this album. Generally, not good. Mo?
Freeze the Collective. Can't lie to you, fam.
Freeze the Charm?
No, it's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead, fam. I can't do it. I don't know if it's my age. I don't know what it is. I've never been a Future fan. Drake's gonna attest to this. Never been a Drake. I've never been a Future fan. I've never got it. I've seen this guy at Wireless. Yeah, I like All About the Commas. You gave me some songs. Don't get me wrong. I can never sit for a Future album. Like, never. Whether it was this one or the one that came a decade ago. I can't do it. It's repetitive. That's all it is. It's damn near the same. There's a few songs I like. The one with 42 Doug I like. The one with Baby I like. And Wait For You, or is it Wait For You? Something like that, with Thames and Drake. Those 3 out of 22 songs, it's a whack album. It's the deadest album I've heard this year. Respectfully, by the way, because I know Future's got his fan base, and I get it. It's just, I've never resonated with him. And I don't know what it is about Future. That's what it is. That's what I don't get as well. Because I don't know what it is. Because it's got nothing to do against trap sound. It's got nothing, because I like my trap artists. But it's just something about Future I've never understood. And I think he might be a victim of, for me as a fan anyway, he might be a victim of because of what he started, if that makes sense. Because he was the first one that really came out sounding how he sounded. I wrote him off early. So the people that have come since then, I've just given a fresher ear to, if that makes sense. So them ones I'm just listening to for the first time and going, that sound's already out there. So I might like Lil Baby, or I might like the way they sound, as opposed to Future who created it, and it's just, I've never been a fan of yours anyway. So he might be a victim of his own success, I guess. But that album's not for me, man. It's repetitive. It's redundant, to use the same words you guys used. It's whack. It's too long. Dead. Poverty. Abject poverty.
Wow.
Nah,
That's
I
a
can't.
abject.
No, I can't do it. I just didn't like it. I'll be honest with you, I didn't like it.
I feel like with Future, it's his voice for me. Because on the tunes when he's a lot more clear and there's a lot more clarity to his voice, I prefer them better. When he's doing all the auto-tune, he's doing all the mumbling, and I'm not against mumble rap, it's just the way he does it. It doesn't
I don't get.
tickle my fancy.
I don't get it. Like, do you know what it is? I just don't understand it. I'll be honest with you. I just don't get it. Whether he's barring on, I will never be able to tell you if Future bars or not. Just because I just don't like the sound of the song. Do you know what I mean? You could be saying anything you want. I don't like the way you speak in this song. It's just your voice that's annoying me. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like he could be saying whatever he wants. I just won't ever care, man. The album wasn't for me. And I was sorry, I don't mean to cut. I wanted to sit on this because I genuinely was like, maybe I've been wrong. Let me sit on Future. So no, I can't do it.
I think with trap and the trap sound, because it's essentially commercial rap now, it has given a generation of artists an excuse to kind of just not put much into the bars. I'm not saying that you have to be like a lyrical miracle person, because a lyrical miracle on drill is just as disgusting, or at least it sounds as disgusting. But you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to just completely disregard what it is you talk about or how you talk about it. And obviously Future has a way in which he talks about things. His delivery is unique. He's a unique artist. Like, we got to give that to him. But generally, depending on who you ask, it's either going to hit or it's not. And clearly it doesn't in this room. But
I appreciate him as well. I appreciate what Future is. Like, without
What do you appreciate?
You need the amount of bangers he's got. You have to appreciate it. Whenever you step out on a night out, whether it's whether it's his song.
I don't have to.
No, but what I'm saying is that's you. I'm saying me personally. Whether it's his song or whoever he's inspired, whenever you go out, you're going to hear Future. Whether it's due to him or whoever he's inspired, I appreciate Future for what he is. Whether you get, do you know what the issue is? You guys don't appreciate Pioneers, which we've established with Chief Keef. For those that know, they don't appreciate Chief Keef either. I appreciate my Pioneers. That's all it is here. I appreciate these, man. So I appreciate Future for being a pioneer, respectfully. He has birthed a lot of people from the South, and even that sound that's crossed over everywhere now.
100%.
So you gotta give him respect for what he is.
You got to give him his flowers.
No, someone is refusing to.
No, sometimes
No, someone is refusing to. Yeah, me. Someone is. Yeah, me. Look at your. Yeah, me. Look at him.
I don't think I do.
Yeah, me.
I don't have to do anything.
Sweet.
I don't have to give him respect.
You
I don't
have to.
I don't have to give him appreciation. I don't have to tip my hat to him. I don't have to do a damn thing. I don't see any of it.
You don't
I
really
can
listen to
see
that
I can see the influence, but I mean, it's not positive influence.
Says who?
This is all my personal opinion, sir.
Fair enough.
It's not positive influence to me, so why would I commend that? Why would I even want to?
Do you like the music you hear when you go out?
To a degree, but it's probably because I've got some drinks in my system, so everything sounds amazing.
That's my point. So you got that's
No,
what.
but that's liquor. I'm intoxicated.
Oh no, I'm saying, but when you're
It's
sober,
the perfect music for that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't
More
drink
time,
and I
I
go
don't
out and I
even want to
appreciate it.
listen to that when I'm intoxicated. I want to listen to jiggy music. Future ain't jiggy.
What do you want to listen to? Just for the fans to know.
Yeah,
Who?
man,
Tell me
like,
someone you
know
want
what
to
I
listen to.
Shiny
Yeah.
suit, bad boy era.
See
Do
what?
you know what I mean?
That summarizes this whole episode of what? Yeah, me? He gave you the answer
That's
right
what
there.
I want to hear. Do you know what I mean? I want to hear Mace, Puff.
It's all about the Benjamins. No, but I sincerely appreciate Future for being a pioneer what he is. But I just can't get it.
I just think he's gone as far as he's taken this sound, he's taken his artistry as far as he can. I think he's very much in cruise control right now.
And it's a decade long. So you've got to give.
He's getting the same features, he's getting the same kind of flows and same kind of flavors every time. There's nothing really new, and that's why the ESTG and the Kodak Black verses stood out to me, because it was something different. It broke the monotony of Drake, Future, Drake, Thug, Gunna.
That's how I
or
felt
Lil
about.
Baby.
That's how I felt about Doug. That's why I like the 42 Doug song.
What song is he on?
It's on the. It's on the.
Oh, it's on the bonus.
He added 5 songs.
Oh, it's on the deluxe.
Yeah, this
I
one.
didn't listen to the deluxe. I probably won't.
No, I did. I did. Unfortunately, I just ended up going to that.
You researched, didn't you?
Nah, because I think he'd done it on Tuesday, and I sat on the album Wednesday. After I finished saying on Pusha, I sat on his, and by then they were already on there.
So where does Future go from here?
Where he's always been, he makes whack albums and he makes hits. I'm sure Future. No one's about to convince me Future's ever made.
Yeah, I mean he's not
4 classics. Do you know what I'm saying?
He's not.
So he's
Yeah.
People will say the Dirty Sprite 2 was a classic. People will say that other. I think what was the one? I think it was Future Hendrix.
yeah, but
Some people, bare people.
I've definitely heard
Future,
Future.
multiple classics.
Future Hendrix is the one. That's the gold cover. I reckon. I think as well. It might be completely mistaken. But that's
No,
what
he's
I-
got the Future self-titled album, then he's got the Hendrix album.
Yeah.
They both like charted at the same time when they both dropped like a week apart. He makes albums just because he kind of has to. He's not doing it with any real thought or any kind of like intention to like be as creative as he can, and his fans are alright with that. So, kind of is what it is. Final thoughts, P?
I don't have any, bro. Just keep Future away from me and my family at all times, at all costs.
I'm not going that far.
I'm not going that far.
I'm not
either,
going that far.
because
Absolute Future.
We'll probably be turning up to some Future. very,
That's
very
what
I
I'm
won't
saying,
be
man.
turning up to
Yes,
it.
you
Very
would
soon.
be. Okay, because you're
soon.
always
Aight.
acting like you don't leave his house on Friday, Saturdays. I salute Future as a pioneer, but I give respect. Peter Dawn, and we move on.
Do you have a favorite track?
The one I don't know what it's called. It's the one with 42 Doug though. It's the one with 42 Doug and Lil Baby. What's it called?
Mine is Keep It Burning. Yeah,
If
I like what Ye did on that song.
yeah, 42 Doug and Lil Baby, like me. That's
Feel
my favorite song.
All right, well, Future, if you're watching, you ain't got no fans around here, but keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. You serve an audience, and that audience loves you, and more power to you. And with that said, we're going to sign off. So salute to everybody for watching. Let us know what you think of Future's album. I Never Liked You in the comment section below. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the Rhymes Like Dimes podcast. And until next time,
Such an ironic album, that title name.
but I Never Liked You.
Yeah. Such an ironic title name.
Yeah, Peter said as much.
Yeah, such an
Peter
ironic
said as
title
much.
name. I never liked you. I'm
Well.
whack.
Feel you. Can I sign off?
Whack. Sorry, you can sign off now.
Thank you. Peace out.